What's going on, y'all? I meant to do night two's draft last night, but I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like I said in my last video, my allergies are really messing with me. And like I was really mixing up my words and ish, and it just, I'm like, all right, I might as well just do this like tomorrow or something like that, which is today. So let's get right into it. First, round one, we have Rhea Ripley Sting on Monday Night Raw, even though she's the SmackDown Women's Champion. So I think what they're going to do is, I think basically they're going to have Bianca and Rhea swap titles. That's what's going to happen. A lot of people have a big deal with it. I mean, regardless of who's the champion, they're going to have to do that regardless. So that's my take on that. Next, we have Austin Theory heading over to SmackDown. He's taking the United States Championship along with him. This was also another expectation because the Intercontinental Championship is now on Monday Night Raw. So that would have WWE no other choice but to have the United States Championship held over to SmackDown, which is kind of strange because I don't think the U.S. Championship has been on SmackDown since 2019, I want to say. Yeah, I think it was the last person that was on SmackDown that had the U.S. championship was Samoa Joe. And then they had to, swap brands, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, that was another expectation. Next, we have Seth Rollins remaining on Raw. I was kind of give or take on this one. If he would have went to SmackDown, that would have been cool, but he didn't. I'm fine with that. And lastly, we have Charlotte Flair remaining on SmackDown. You guys already know how I feel about Charlotte. I don't hate her. Okay, let me rephrase that. When she's a face, she doesn't really get on my nerves as much, even though she's still egotistical. But whenever she's a heel, she irks my damn soul. And we have Brock Lesnar announced as a free agent. No surprise there. All right, round two, we have the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens heading over to Monday Night Raw. Now, this one was kind of give or take as well because I didn't know what they were going to do with them. I don't know if the championships themselves are going to stay on Raw. I don't know if they're going to have the same procedure where whoever are the tag team champions, they're going to be on both shows. I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm sure they're going to figure it out. Next up, we have the Usos remaining on SmackDown. This was another expectation. I would have thought it'd been real cool if they went over to Monday Night Raw, but seeing as if they didn't, I'm still cool with that. Next, we have the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio remaining on Raw. I thought they were going to go to SmackDown. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't think that the Mysterios feud is going to be over, but seeing as if it just might, I'm fine with that. And I'm not gonna lie, Dominic, he's been getting on my nerves, but at the same time, he's starting to grow on me a little bit. I just don't like how he's been doing Rey Mysterio. And anybody that knows me knows that Rey Mysterio has been one of my absolute favorites since I was a little kid. And seeing as if we also grew up with Dominic, so for him to do with his father the way he did, that kind of irks me a little bit. And even though I know that it's a show, damn, they're doing a really good job at it. Next up, we have the LWO, Rey Mysterio, Santos Escobar, Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wilde, and Zelina Vega. They're remaining on SmackDown. I thought they were going to go to Raw. Actually, you know what? No. I thought that Santos, Cruz, Joaquin, and Zelina, I thought they were going to stay on SmackDown, and then Rey was going to go over to Raw. I thought they were going to split them up. But seeing as if they're not, I'm happy with that. I'm curious to see how they deal with the LWO. All right. Round three, we have the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. They're remaining on Raw. I think the rule to that thing, or the Women's Tag Team Championships rule, I think that's going to remain the same. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I think what they need to do is, I think they need to have a Raw Women's Tag Team Championships and a SmackDown women's tag team championships. That way, they have a lot of women to, you know, compete to see who's gonna be. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. The same thing with the Raw and SmackDown tag team championships. I think they both need to have the same procedure. It's too many women out here, and it's only one title for each brand. Like that's kind of silly. Next, we have Asuka going over to SmackDown. I didn't expect that one. That was kind of, yeah, I don't know. But I'm curious to see how they do with her on SmackDown. Now, this one, the next one, I was like, whoa. I don't know how to accept this one. We have Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston going over to Monday Night Raw. Now, I'm not going to lie to y'all. The way that they've been doing the New Day, I'm not really happy with. I'm not happy with how they've been doing them. It just, I don't know. They've been treating them like they ain't worth anything that they've accomplished. And it just, I don't know. Like, I'm going to move on from that. That's going to piss me off. Next, we have Sheamus, Butch, and Rich Holland, the Brawling Brutes. They're staying on SmackDown. I thought they were going to go to Raw, too, because they've been pushing Sheamus like he's going to win the IC championship. But I guess they're going to hold off on that. I would have loved to see Sheamus as IC champion, but I don't know. I'm just one person. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Okay, so for round 4, we have Trish Stratus remaining on Monday Night Raw. Now, I didn't even think that she was going to be in the draft pool at all, to be honest with you. But, I mean, she's not the only Hall of Famer that's active on the main roster right now. I don't know how for long, but she ain't the only one. Next, we have Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Now, I thought they were another duo that was going to stay on. I mean, I thought they were going to go to Raw too, but they're staying on SmackDown. I don't know why they were pushing for him and Shinsuke Nakamura to have a feud if they're going to be on the opposite branch. So, I don't know what that's about, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm going to just move on from that. Maybe, hey, who knows? Maybe we'll have a Cross and LA Knight feud someday. I'd love to see that. Next, we have Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler going over to Monday Night Raw. And I could give or take with that one. Next, we have LA Knight. Yeah, staying on SmackDown. I'm happy with that. Whichever show he would have went to, I'd have been okay with. LA Knight is really starting to grow on me a lot. He's definitely a future champion. I can't talk right, y'all. I'm sorry. He's going to be a future WWE champion in some form or fashion one day before he actually retires. Mark my words on it. Next, we're going to round 5. We have Braun Strowman and Ricochet heading over to Monday Night Raw. And it was funny because earlier in the show, I was saying that just might happen. And they got sent to Raw. So I'm curious to see what goes on from there. We have Shotzi going over to SmackDown. Yeah, that's cool. I think Shotzi's beautiful, though. Don't get me wrong. But it is cool. We have Bronson Reed staying on Monday Night Raw. That was pretty much expected. We have Pretty Deadly from NXT going over to SmackDown. That's a good one. That's really a good one. So let's get into round 6. We have the Alpha Academy, Otis and Chad Gable. Thank you. Staying on Monday Night Raw. That's cool. I think we all expected that one. We have Rick Boogs going over to SmackDown. Kind of sad because him and Shinsuke aren't a team no more. But hey, what could I do? We got Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. They're being... bless me. We have them going over to Monday Night Raw. Now this was kind of interesting because they have an NXT Tag Team Championship match against the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. And seeing as if they're both being called up to Monday Night Raw, I wonder what they're going to do. But I guess we'll find out soon. And then we have SmackDown picking up Cameron Grimes from NXT. Now, y'all already know I don't really check out NXT for real. But from what I understand, this one's pretty big. This one's pretty big. He's definitely good. Hopefully he does some good things over on SmackDown, and we'll just see what goes on from there. And in WWE Raw Talk selections, we have Akira Tozawa, Garza Humberto, Dana Brooke, Emma, Sheer, Johnny Gargano, Nikki Cross, Odyssey Jones, Piper Niven, Riddick Moss, Tegan Nox, and Xia Li heading over to Monday Night Raw. And I meant Indus. It's I don't know how to pronounce their tag team name, but it's Jinder Mahal, Sheer, and Veer Mahaan. Those three. They're heading over to Monday Night Raw. And then for SmackDown, we have Grayson Waller and Tamina. I don't know why they're giving the supplemental draft picks, like the SmackDown supplemental. I don't know why they're so small. Maybe it's because it's a 2-hour show, maybe. I don't know. But Monday Night Raw has a lot of people, y'all. I'm not going to lie. And I hope they somewhat have open field for all this talent, y'all. And I think that's kind of why they have free agents. They have Baron Corbin, Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander, Elias, and Zion Quinn. I think that's how you say his name. They're free agents. Now, I don't know what this free agency thing is. I don't know if it's because they have too many talent on the show, maybe. I don't know. And I'm curious to see in the future if there's going to be people going over to NXT. Or maybe not, because I think that's more of like a developmental system. I don't know. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for the draft. I'm not going to lie, y'all. This year's draft was kind of lackluster. It really was. They made it seem like this is going to be big and epic. Now, there were some really good picks in this draft. I don't want to get that twisted, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. Like, they made it seem like this one was like the elite type of draft. And I noticed that Bray Wyatt wasn't on the card either. But from what I understand, they have a new writer for him, and we'll be seeing some new things pretty soon. I don't think that Bray Wyatt's getting released because the WWE released Uncle Howdy and Alexa Bliss's theme at the same time. So I don't know if that's coincidental or what, but nonetheless, Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss, and I hope she gets the cure that she needs for her condition. I hope they have a tag. I hope they team up again. What we saw in Tampa Bay a couple years ago, that was not it at all. At all. I'm getting pissed thinking about it now. But nonetheless, y'all, thanks for watching. Let's see what goes on from here. From what I understand, Triple H, his vision of the WWE is going to take full effect after Backlash. They're basically saying that he's picking up the mess that Vince McMahon created. And we'll see what goes on from there. So post comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about it. And yeah, thanks for watching.